Is AI music ethical, or basically just stealing from real musicians? How do AI music generators work? Well, they learn from songs by human musicians. They analyze a whole bunch of music, extract out the common themes, and then make something new with those elements. Do musicians give their consent for their creative works to seed AI generations? Or are they compensated for it? Currently, no. I just released an album of AI-generated electronic tracks with live violin and live djembe titled Resistance is Futile, in reference to the Borg from Star Trek. That's why I'm wearing this nerdy outfit.
We are the Borg. Existence as you know it is over. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Resistance is futile.
It seems to me that AI music generators and the Borg have some things in common. The Borg are a cyborg species that assimilate other species. They take the knowledge and ability of others and combine them into their hive mind. AI music generators, in the same way, assimilate as much music as possible to train their models. Both the Borg and AI are not inherently bad ideas. I find them kind of exciting, actually. But the problem comes in when they become predatory. They're not asking if we can be assimilated. They're just assimilating. They're just taking. Some would say that all music is based on imitation, that humans study and learn from all kinds of music and then use those various influences to produce something new. And I'd say that's generally true. Of course, there are astounding leaps of innovation where something completely new emerges, real 0-to-1 innovation, like the genre of jazz, for example. But even if we ignore those examples of musicians making something brand new and just focus on those that do make music by combining influences or following genre norms, in order to do that, they have to invest a lot of time into studying and internalizing the music that they like before they can create something of their own. And it's impossible for musicians to learn from others without supporting them in some way. Many will pay for lessons from skilled musicians to learn how to make the music they want to make. Even those who are self-taught usually learn by carefully studying the musicians they admire. And every time they listen, they're supporting those musicians by buying their albums or streaming or maybe even going to their concerts. There's always an exchange of value there. AI music generators like Udio and Suno also need to study this music, but in this case, there's absolutely no exchange of value provided. Which is why Sony, Universal, and Warner have all filed a lawsuit against these companies for copyright infringement. Udio and Suno have now admitted to training their AI on copyrighted music without permission. They use music that's publicly available, but absolutely not classified as public domain. Yet they say that what they're doing is fair use. The Recording Industry Association of America, or RIAA, has responded with the statement, "Their industrial-scale infringement does not qualify as fair use. There is nothing fair about stealing an artist's life work, extracting its core value, and repackaging it to compete directly with the original." To me, this is the biggest ethical concern. And like most things, it's not with AI music per se, but about exploitative business practices by these major companies. There are other concerns, such as AI music drowning out real musicians by saturating the market with easy and cheap music, squashing innovation, or even just the general question of, is it cheating to use AI music? I agree that these are important issues worth addressing. But after careful consideration, I don't think that they're primarily ethical issues, so I'll address them in other videos. It's worth noting that there's already a huge variety of AI music tools, and it's just continuing to expand. And these tools can be quite different from each other. Some of them really are aimed at just expanding musicians' creativity. These ethical concerns I'm talking about in this video are specifically aimed at AI music generators, which are designed to make it fast and easy to generate music with really little to no input or effort. And that's not to say that even these AI generators can't be used in innovative ways. They keep rolling out new features, and some small fraction of users will go really deep into advanced features and innovate with them. But that's not the majority, and in any case, it doesn't resolve the issue of how this kind of technology makes it faster and easier to steal innovation. So what's fair for the artists whose music is used to train AI? When I first started my album project, I had the idea of giving 30% of the profits to the artists who were being emulated. I generated one track of the album on Udio with a prompt that included an artist named Tipper and another in the style of Ott. Later, they changed that so that that wasn't possible, but two of those I actually liked and ended up using in the album, and I thought it would be great to just send them 30% of whatever those make. But then I realized that that doesn't really solve the problem, because when you're just working by genre, of course you're still pulling from real musicians' work, but now there's absolutely no transparency of whose work is being drawn from to make that possible. So I decided that the most elegant solution would be to just donate 100% of all the profits to charity, to people who need it more than me and these artists. Tipper or Ott, if you happen to see this and you would prefer your portion to go directly to you, I'm happy to send it to you, and I would be even happier to make a real collab with you. So what can we do about this? I'm a firm believer in trying to generate solutions, not just complaining about problems. So this is the best I've got so far. If we could use a type of blockchain technology that would keep track of everything that the AI learned from, and every generation, how much of each source was drawn upon in order to make that creation possible, then we can create a system in which the artists are compensated for the derivative works that the AI produces. Now, this would be an amazing thing, because then that would really reward instead of punish innovation. This blockchain idea is the best that I've been able to think of, but obviously it'll have some limitations, and if people really want to get around it, they will always find a way. This may just be one other issue that can't truly be solved from the outside, that we're going to have to go deeper to the root cause and realize that we're all in this together and work together and look out for each other. So it's a complex situation. It's one thing for musicians to use it as part of their workflow to make a profitable product. It's another thing for these music generating platforms like Udio and Suno to be making profit without compensating musicians in any way. Of course, what Udio and Suno are doing is amazing technology, and of course, people find it valuable. So I think it's fine for these generation platforms to make their fair share of the profit while also compensating the musicians that make this technology possible as well. Feel free to listen to the album. I'll leave a link in the description below, or just like and subscribe and take a break from content consumption and go create something that's in your heart to bring into the world. I love you. Thank you.